everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V, and if you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you, and if you are returning, thank you so much for returning. So today we're going to be working on Gnome's Journey. I'm going to get me a coffee here in a little bit, but for now, I'm just drinking my water. I'm trying to drink more water, and I'm actually really proud of how it's been going. Um, and I'll show you that here in just a few minutes, or tell y'all about that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try to turn this so that y'all can see this, and I can still see my screen somewhat. Nope, wrong way. Nope. Okay, so I know that this is not going to be the best view for this. Let's see if we can get it to where y'all can see a little bit more of it. Maybe set y'all on this. Maybe that'll help some. Yeah, y'all can see it a little bit more that way. And I am sorry, my desk had been overtaken for a while in here, and I just got it back. I'm down at the shop right now. I'm waiting on a package to come in for my brother. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this and do just a little bit of a chat. You can see I've only got just very little of this done because I've only been working on this during my lunch breaks at work and some lunch breaks. I didn't even take it in there with me. So let's go ahead. We're going to pick out a color real quick. How about the V's? There's a lot of V's in his beard and stuff. So that's number 25. And I'm using my Maxuni trays, which I really do like them. And you'll probably see Max around here because Max loves to start getting up in my lap and stuff and trying to aggravate me when I start diamond painting down here. And trying to find a good place to put all this stuff, and it's just not working out for me today. But anyway, I know I haven't done a video yet this week. I have some Amazon unboxings. I should have one more coming in tomorrow from them. I don't know if I'm going to wait. I've got 4 budget paintings that I want to unbox and let y'all see those. I've got so many unboxings to do, and I just haven't done them. I have been slacking lately, and I know that. I just haven't felt good. So, but I'm actually starting to feel better, and I think, and to be honest, I've only been doing this since Tuesday. And Tuesday I kind of slipped a little bit, but I've only been doing this since Tuesday. I got in my Twin Health package in the mail, and I haven't had my onboarding appointment yet. I will do that next Tuesday. And I really can't wait for it because I was so excited, and this morning. It tells you to weigh every so often. It'll give you a to-do list for the day on the app. And 4 of those are always you gotta log your lunch, your your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then a snack throughout the day. And it will tell you if they are green foods for you, or orange foods, or red foods. And right now it's telling me to only eat green foods. And green foods doesn't mean it's just vegetables. That's not what it is. It just means it's like green. Green means go. Go ahead. It's okay for you to eat that. So I've been following this with the exception of my coffee creamer, because I use the Great Value French Vanilla coffee creamer in my coffee. And supposedly that is a red food. I use 2 tablespoons every day. And whenever I went out to Walmart yesterday, I was trying to scan some other stuff to see what I could get, to see what all would be considered green foods. Well, our Walmart has a butter cookie Chobani coffee creamer, and I scanned it, and it actually came up as green. So, but that's the only flavor that they had. So, I'm going to try to see, I'm going to go to Harps later today and see if maybe they have Chobani coffee creamers in different flavors, and I'm going to give it a try. I tried one of the breads. It's like a little mug bread that you can make with almond flour and egg and salt and baking powder that you put in the microwave for 90 seconds. And it was actually okay. It was not my favorite bread because of the texture, but it was okay. What I would consider using that for, I would consider adding some sweetener to it, like my stevia, which is what I use all the time. Adding some of that to it and um making it more like a sweetened cornbread, and I think it would be good in like pinto beans. I haven't yet scanned pinto beans to see if I can have them, but that might be a meal that I check and see if it's okay to have sometime this week. Um, if I get a can of the canned pinto beans, I might make some of that bread to go with it, and that might be one day at work for my lunch, which that is going to be my hardest thing with this is while I'm working. Because I work in an office, and whenever we get slow, I tend to snack. And since I just started this, it's going to be hard to start out. But I got completely off track. I was so excited because this morning it told me to weigh first thing, and I did. And I was ecstatic because I lost 5 pounds. 5. Just since Tuesday of doing this. And I wasn't the best on Tuesday with it. I did have one meal that was considered bread. But Everything else since then that I have been eating and drinking besides my coffee creamer has been green. And I know I should go ahead and try to find a different coffee creamer or just use something different. And I think the reason that it is considered a red food is I think because my coffee creamer has so much sugar in it. And, but even so, a lot of the stuff that they have, they don't want you drinking stuff and eating stuff that's sugar free because apparently it's not healthy. So I'm trying not to. I'm trying to find stuff that I can eat. Like this morning, I was pretty happy. I had my 2 eggs, one piece of sausage, a piece of the great value keto bread, which I don't like the price of that. It's like for something for like a little mini loaf of it. And I tried it yesterday on a chicken sandwich. I do not like it for that. I just don't care for it unless it is toasted. So that chicken sandwich would have been better toasted. And with cheddar cheese, I put American cheese on it, which I knew that was a bad idea to begin with because I don't care much for American cheese on anything if I don't have to. Anyway, I tried that and the bread was okay. It just seemed too soft. And I was like, well, in the morning, I'll get a piece of bread with my breakfast and I'll try it as toast. And as toast, it's a lot better. I actually like it as toast. So anytime I eat that bread, it will be toasted. But at least I have something that maybe if I want a hamburger on bread, um, I can do it on that keto toast. And then and I was looking through that app to see what fast food stuff you can have, and just in case I'm ever out and about. And basically, what this program does is it's eliminating the bread and it's eliminating potatoes. And I can see that right off. It also eliminated my grapes. That's one thing that I normally buy from work is the grapes and this little packet of grapes and cheese. And that's one of my favorite meals. But that is an orange food according to them, so I can't have that. But I can have strawberries and cucumbers, stuff like that. So I've just got to figure out what I like and what I don't like. Um, but so far I'm doing okay with it, and it's not right now. It's not as hard as I thought it would be, honestly. Because since Tuesday, I have not had a single Coke. I love my Diet Coke. And since Tuesday, I haven't had one. And to be honest, I haven't really been craving it since I don't know what is the difference, but the clear American flavored water is actually something that is a green food on the app, so I can have it, and I have that with my meals. I'm drinking water in between my meals, and of course, I'm having my coffee in the mornings. I can't give up my coffee. And the coffee itself is actually, it says green superfood. So I don't know the reason in that, but my coffee is actually one of the things that is really good for me to have. And I only have 1 to 2 cups a day. I try to keep it at one, but it was like Wednesday. It got so cold here. It was in the 30s. And even though we didn't get snow or anything like that, I was freezing all day long. And I do mean all day long. So I did get me a second cup of coffee. Um, but I'm just so excited since Tuesday, I have lost 5 pounds with this app. And just seeing that little bit, I know it'll start out quick and then it'll slow down, but still, I cannot believe that. And the one other thing that I haven't been doing is I haven't been exercising or getting my steps in like I should, which that's on me, I know. Tomorrow I will definitely try to do that. I will take extra clothing so that I can go and either walk in Van Buren, or I did find another walking trail that I might try in Elma. I just kind of stumbled upon it. So I might go there this week at some point and try it out because I didn't even know it was there. But why not try it out? Um, what else can I tell you about? I know that there was lots of things that happened this week at work. There was one day at work, I had this driver that got just furious because he had to wait on his door to be available before he could get unloaded, and we couldn't just move him to a different door. And there are lots of reasons for that. One of the reasons is that particular product has to go in certain doors because of the temperature. And then there is also the fact that they have these rounds scheduled, and they have certain trailers going to certain doors. And if you move one trailer, you're playing musical trailers all night long. So, that's why they normally have to just wait on the door, even if, and a lot of times the ones that are having to wait are here early for their appointment. So, um, and we haven't had a chance to finish the truck that's in the door before them. I understand they want to get out of here, but okay. So we got that color done. Let's see, which one do we want to do now? How about the white dots, which is 30? These actually look pretty shiny, but they're not ABs. See? Oh no, can y'all see that? Y'all can't see the shine in there. But anyway, once this package arrives, I've got to go down to the post office and the bank. And then I will probably go see my mom today. I'll need to go out to Walmart because I had bought my Josh some of the frozen lemonade so that he could try it. And I was supposed to make that for him today, and I looked in the freezer and I didn't see it. I meant to ask the other Joshua, who put away the groceries, what he did with it, and I never did. Well, I was getting in my car this morning and I found it. It was actually in my floorboard where the groceries, it fell out of the grocery bag. So I've got to go and get another one of those for him to try. And then I think for lunch today, I'm going to do a recipe off of the Twin app. It's a hamburger helper, but it's made with riced cauliflower. Wish me luck. I don't know. I am going to try it. If it's not good, I won't make it again. Because tonight we will be having chicken fajitas. And I'll only be eating one of them tonight, which normally that's all I eat anyway, but I got a carb-friendly tortilla that's supposedly green, so I can have it. I am still limiting the bread that I have, even with these carb-friendly versions. But it's amazing because I have already started feeling a little bit better than what I was before. I don't know if it's just what is causing it, but just that few days, it seems like I can't tell a big difference, but I can tell a little bit of difference in like my sleep at night. And I get headaches quite often. Like right now, I've got a slight one. It's not too bad, but I think it's because of the weather. But the first day that I had this glucose monitor on, I did notice that my blood sugar was dropping down below 70. And whenever it started doing that, I would start getting a headache, which I know that's not desperately low at that point, but it is low. And then once I ate, the headache would go away. So I'm actually wondering now, these last few days, Tuesday was the only day that it did that. Since then, it's been staying up higher than that, between like 90 and 120. So it's not doing bad. But there was times before that I was just so exhausted all the time. And I've been like that since I was diagnosed with shingles. Maybe that's getting better, and that's part of the reason why. I can still feel, I don't have the rash anymore, but I can still feel it in my arm where I had it before, like that tingling sensation. But maybe that's starting to go away more and more each day, and it's just happened to coincide, however you say that, with this. Um, but I have felt a little bit better the last few days. There are so many videos that I want to get recorded. I want to get those unboxings recorded. I want to get to show you all the whips that I'm working on because there is quite a few. I need to record a completion on my Hannah Lynn mystery, which it turned out beautifully, by the way. Sorry about that. Y'all want to see a little picture of that right now? Okay. Sorry, my brother called, so I had to take care of that real quick. Um, he actually has a doctor's appointment today with the surgeon that did his surgery a couple of weeks ago, so supposed to get the results of that, which I thought that they would have them sooner. But I actually think if there would have been anything wrong, they probably would have contacted him sooner. But I can't guarantee it because they're really busy up there. Um, so hopefully he gets good news with that today. What else? What else? What else? Um, I can't really think of anything else. Oh, I was telling you about the videos I want to record. I want to record one on my whips. I want to record one on those 4 Amazon canvases that I have and that I've gotten. Trying to completely stay away from the premium companies right now. I will be starting another canvas in January, so I'm trying to get Firefly Fireworks done. And I'm getting closer. Believe me, that one is coming together a lot quicker than I thought it would. I can get like in the afternoons or in the mornings, I can get 2 squares done in the mornings pretty easily because there is so much color blocking on it right now. And to the point that I've actually been using a 7-placer. Yes, I have actually been using a 7-placer on all of that blue that's in it. I do switch between my 2-placer, my 7-placer, and my 4-placer continuously. So it's pretty good. Our Walmart still hasn't gotten any of the Diamond Art Club stuff out here. So I'm waiting on that. I really did not buy any big Black Friday deals from anywhere. I just didn't see anything I wanted. There was an ice machine that I wanted. It was $98, and I told myself no, I didn't need it. Because it was the one with the ice from, like, I don't know if y'all have a Sonic near you, but it's that type of ice, and I love that type of ice. And it made that, and it would make like 30 pounds a day if it ran continuously, which of course it wouldn't, but I was like, no, my ice maker works perfectly fine for what I use it for. And and even now, I don't know about that. I would have a glass of tea and I would fill it to the top with ice. I do that with a lot of drinks though. Since I can have the clear American, I'll probably start doing it with those instead. But I love having my ice maker, and you don't realize how much you miss having like an ice maker until you go without it for like 3 years. Because a while back um we had some type of animal. We think it was a mouse, to be honest, because I haven't seen any in a long time, but I think a little mouse got into our house and decided to chew some wires. One of those was not a wire, it was the tubing to the ice maker. And we had went into the kitchen, there was water everywhere, and he figured out it was coming from the ice maker tube. So he disconnected that, and since then we had not had ice. Sure, it probably would have been an easy fix somehow, but we never did get it fixed. So, I think it was last year. I think I got it last year. On the Black Friday sale, I got my ice machine that I have now. And it's pretty good. It keeps enough ice for 1 or 2 people to fill their glasses with ice at a time before it has to make more. And it works perfectly fine for what I need it for. And if I need more ice, then say I'm having a bunch of company over or anything, I just let it make a basket full of ice, and then I pour it into the ice tray that's in the freezer, and we've got extra ice. Um, but isn't he just so cute? I love this little gnome. I like the face on this gnome, which, according to what some people have told me, this is actually a gnome. The ones without faces are gonks, or the ones that you can't see their eyes. This one's just so adorable, though. Yeah, I'm using my 4-placer on some of these because they line up good. This is one of those paintings, though, that not all of these are going to line up. So you can't use a multi-placer for all of it. But some of it works pretty good. I guess that's about all that I have for today. I will see you on the next video. Everyone take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.